Hello and good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well. Thanks for being here today. Hopefully you read the message on Classroom before signing in. Ryan's here. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Looking good. Okay. Sorry, I had to move my camera. I couldn't take sitting any longer doing these classes, so I'm going to stand now, which means I might move a little bit more. It also means you get to see more of my house. So I apologize if I'm looking down quite a bit, as there is quite the gap between my webcam and computer. Tyler, good morning. Hello. Checking on some WeVideo stuff now. Oh, Allie beat me, huh? Look at that. Cool. Wait a second. Yeah. Allie's here and Jared's here. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I was just putzing around. I was just playing, and was it Ryan's edit I jumped into? Now I'm in Allie's edit. Oh yeah. I do like that ability to jump in and out of projects. Allie, looking good so far. Bugging out how? Try and be as descriptive as possible. Because I see that you have 2 projects started. And so I was hoping to get rid of one of them. One of them, oh wait, there's 2 different projects you have here. You know, I'll just leave them. It's not going to impact anything. So we'll just let them be. I'd be curious to know how it's bugging. Just because, trust me, if you're having issues, maybe someone else is, and if we can come up with a solution or find a solution, then at least we can pass that info along if it happens again. Nick and Caitlin are here as well. Thank you. Hello. It was bugging on me a little bit, but it's by bugging I mean it was just running slow. But that's entirely network dependent. Remember, this is a cloud-based editor, so essentially we're doing all these edits on clips that are stored on Google Drive, and so it's the communication between the 2 platforms. It's like and my network dropped just last stream for like 2 minutes, which is just enough time for everyone to bail. But then I can't access anything, of course. So if you're having some issues, it could be network dependent. It wasn't letting you watch what you have so far. Like it wasn't playing it? Was it saying loading preview? Like here, let's just go over. I can see that Ryan and Caitlin are in their projects, which is awesome. Today's the 23rd. Beautiful. I can also see who hasn't been in their project. So if I go into Allie's practice project, so here's what you have so far, Allie. Let's zoom in here a little bit. So like it wasn't showing up in the preview window here. I don't know if this is the right one. I know you have two, so. Ooh, paper airplanes. I can't see anything in the audio track. Let's drop that down. All right, so there is music. Cool. It's a little weird watching without the audio, so I don't know like what cuts go to the music or which ones don't. I can kind of see maybe here. Little hip-hop Santa action. Ooh, little New Year's celebration. All right, so I'm playing it back. Have you had success? Kept freezing and I couldn't watch. So sometimes when in doubt, what I found with WeVideo for whatever reason is that sometimes a simple refresh, like if you go to reload the tab, that sometimes does wonders. Of course, the other thing you can do is just try and shut down Chrome, log out, and then log back in to the Chromebook. You can log in and out of WeVideo. So try those things. I haven't had anyone so far make any mention of playback issues. The only times I've had playback issues is when my network drops. And that does happen from time to time. Okay, and so if it was laggy, yeah, I mean, it could just be the network connection. That's normally what it is. And so what you may find, depending on what you've got going on in your house, it might run better at different times. So anything that's network dependent, they say the busiest times for networks, interestingly enough, are still 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And those are the times that most people get home from work. So it picks up a little bit in the afternoon, but like you guys know with these streams, I've had unfortunately a few more issues streaming for this class than I have for my morning classes, simply because the network traffic nationally is not as busy as it is later in the day. Network traffic picks up when people get home from work. Now, I know that's kind of an odd statement to make now, but it's entirely possible that just network traffic in the evening is higher than it is during the day. And if you've got a lot of other stuff going on in your house at the same time, so if you have like family, if like parents are working from home, if you have brothers or sisters that are doing schoolwork, or heck, even if you're editing video on your Chromebook, but you've got Netflix streaming to the TV, like that could be slowing it down a little bit as well. So you may find that it just could be what else is going on in the house. It could be what else is going on in the neighborhood if you all kind of feed into the same service. And that's the one thing that is sadly out of our control. So, but I understand that does make it a little difficult to, cut to the rhythm on stuff. It's one of those things that do the best you can. And try and get it as close as possible. I was watching through both of your projects. There's a lot of quick cuts, and that's probably part of it too, is that it's going between all those videos so quickly it may lag a little bit. Oh, I could do that. That's cool. Oh, I can't change that now. That's okay. All right, is anyone else having any issues or problems? Like I said in the classroom post, the name of the game for today is just to kind of see where you guys are with your project, answer any questions you may have in WeVideo. Like if you're sitting there going like, Mr. Leonard, I want to try and do this. How do I do this? I could pop over and show you how to do it. If you're like, Mr. Leonard, I don't remember exactly how transitions work. Can you show me real quick? Not a problem. If you're having issues logging in or finding the project media, I can help you there as well. All right. I just wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity to use this time for troubleshooting and questions and answers before Monday, because as you guys know, the edit's going to be due before Monday, or before class on Monday. It is due Monday. It's not like due tomorrow. It's technically before Monday, but before class on Monday. TV3, mess around. I'm just going through people's projects now, checking in, seeing where they're at. Except for Ryan and Caitlin, I don't want to lock you out of your stuff. Let's see what Nick's working on. Nick's got a seal in there. Seal and then Hip Hop Santa. Oh, yeah. Oops, wrong thing. Hit the tab. There we go. Cha-cha-cha. So I know we don't have a lot of people here. If there are people here that feel like they're comfortable and want to go work on stuff, by all means, go work on stuff. If you want to work with me here, so if you have a question eventually, then that's what I'm here for. You'll just unfortunately see a little bit of my bald spot on top. Oh, we lost our first person. That's okay. Oh, and they're back. Oh, stretching, man. We'll definitely be sitting to edit later. I've been standing since 8:30. So Allie, if you're still here, what's your project called? Because you've got 2 of them. Oh, I'm guessing the one you're in now. Okay. I won't get into it. I'm just curious. Because the other one says it hasn't been touched since the 9th. God, that feels like forever ago. Whoops. Oh, okay. Oh, frustrating. Caitlin with a question. Sorry, Caitlin, just seeing this now. Is there a way to move all the clips at once? Can't figure that out. That is a mighty good question. There's ways you can do insert edits. All right. The other thing you can do, of course, here, and I'll just bounce back to my project here so you can see. And I'll even zoom in. So, oh, come on now, zoom in. Okay. So, this is where I left off with my last period class, but it's pretty much the same as we were doing the other day. I just threw in a green screen clip at the end. So let's say as an example, you want to move everything so you can, I don't know, like let's say I wanted to put this title in the beginning of my clip or in the beginning of my timeline. If you were to just very quickly zoom out, you can, just like in Premiere, click and drag and select everything and then move it all at once. All right, so that's one quick way of doing it. The other thing you can do is do insert edits. So this clip is already in my timeline. So I'm just going to grab this weird looking bug here. All right, now let's just say that I wanted to put this bug in the beginning of my timeline. All right, I could highlight everything. I can move it down. I can bring the bug clip in and then move everything back, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. So if I know that I want the bug clip to go in the beginning, if I were to take that clip, and you know if I move it to the timeline, it's going to be red where I can't put it. It'll be green where I can put it. But if you put it to the front, you'll notice it's outlined in orange. And when I let go of that, it gives me an option to insert and push. And so an insert edit is going to put the clip there and then shift everything underneath it to the end of that clip. So if I click insert and push, it puts the bug clip here and then puts the clips that were originally there right after it. Now, the other tracks don't move, so if you've got layered video, it's not going to shift everything, and you'd have to reposition your title, all right, in this case, or other clips that you may have there. The other thing you can do, all right, is I'm going to delete that and leave that space here. Now, this space is about 4 seconds. So if I were to take this bug clip, stop it, and then make sure that my clip were, let's just say it's 8 seconds. I know that if I were to move this clip to the beginning, there's not enough room for it. Wait, come on, bug clip, do your thing, stop it. Well, that's weird. Why is it not giving me the whole thing? I'll take this one instead, just as an example. 8 seconds long, right? I can't put this here in the beginning because it's going to erase the other clip. But now it's still in orange. I can let go and I can use the option trim to fit. And what that's going to do is that's going to take this 8-second clip and it's going to say, all right, we're going to cut it to the exact duration it takes to fill the gap that's right here, trim to fit. And it'll fit it there exactly. And that could be really helpful if you've got a space to fill and you've got a clip where the in point and out point don't matter as much. So, you know, let's say you've got a gap to fill and you want to find something to fit in there. If I just do, I don't know, sunrise. Oh, a time lapse? How about changing sky? Now let's just go with this one instead. Beach. All right, so this clip is 30 seconds long, and while it does change, it doesn't change drastically. So it might not really matter which 30 seconds go in there. The only thing that you want to be aware of is where your transitions go. So for example, I know that if my clip is going to transition, say, to the next one, I might want to take that beach clip and at the very least, oh, it's because it's playing, because I'm an idiot. I may want to at least take that out point and shorten it a little bit so that when I drag it down, I can go here, trim to fit. I can still add a transition here because the out point's not set. Right, so that could be an example of where trimming to fit works if what's in the clip is kind of repetitive like that. So does that help answer your question a little bit? And if no, then I will try and find another way to explain it. Awesome, good. I'm glad that helped. Wonderful. consent. Whoops. Ryan, Allie, Caitlin still going strong. Awesome. Happy to see that. All right. Everyone doing okay? It's been quiet for a while. Sorry. You guys are probably hustling. Oh, Allie may have left her video. Caitlin and Ryan still going strong. Awesome. Cool. I'm getting caught up on some emails, some other work. I got to start our morning show after lunch, which I'm looking forward to piecing together. That'll be fun. Oh. Ow. Hit my knuckles. Man, I wish I could play music in the back of these streams, but YouTube just won't let me. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Allie's back in. Quadrades. Chilling like a villain. Oh, man. Oh. Gonna do a little bit of yoga later today. Stretch this back out. Feeling like a villain, yeah. All right, so for the team that remains, I'm probably going to end the stream in the next 5 minutes or so, just so you guys know. All right, continue to keep working, and then feel free to reach out if you have any questions over stuff. I feel like you got this, which is awesome. And then we'll be able to meet on Monday. Hopefully maybe take a look at one or two, especially since I looked and you guys are doing very different stuff, which is really awesome. I got to find a way to make that happen, though. Got to try and find a way to make that happen. And we'll talk about some things, and we might have an easy day Monday. I don't know how quickly I want to shift into our next project, but that's on the horizon, so it's coming soon. All right, so I'll be here for the next few minutes or so. All right. Yeah, Allie, I mean, try and fix it as best as you can. I understand it's tough to be like super specific, especially if it's laggy a little bit with network stuff. I guess like the cuts to black should be like if you're going from clip to clip, there shouldn't be any black flashes unless you're like stylistically going for that. So if you're working in your edit, and I'll just zoom in here. So you'll notice when if I shrink this, does that move up? It does. Okay, cool. When I move my clips around, like I may put them to, let's say like there's a beat there and I want it to go there. Okay, cool. When you're moving clips, they should link together. They should snap together, kind of like they did in Premiere. If they're not for some reason, check and make sure that over here, right above your tracks, you've got a plus to add a new track, but to the right of that, there's an icon, and it should be in blue by default. This is going to allow those clips to snap to one another. So if that's off for some reason, you may have a really hard time getting those clips near each other without, being connected in the right way. So make sure that that's blue so you find that the snapping works a little bit better. And then I did notice there were a lot of black flashes in your edit. I just didn't know if that was something stylistically you were going for or you were having issues putting clips in. Because the other thing you can look to do is once you find the rhythm of your edit, right, like that if this clip is going to go on this beat here and the next beat comes in over, I don't know, let's say here, we can get that as close as we can and know that, all right, the next clip is going to go in right after it. All right, and the other thing you can do is while you're playing, if you know that you want to stop on this beat here, all right, you can shorten that clip, of course. You can also use the scissor right here. It'll make a cut, and then you can delete the next part of that clip. That's a really gross clip, and I don't want to look at that. But that might help a little bit make it more specific for you in where your clip ends and the next one begins. But again, this is the first time out, so it's going to be, I know there's going to be some issues, and it's not going to be as perfect as we know it can be in Premiere. Was I here? No, I was not. Was I here? No, I was not. Oh, that's what I was going to check. Got to check the things. There's so many things going on today. Today's a busy one. So, Allie, I hope those tips helped a little bit. All right, folks, I am going to end the stream now. I know it's a little early. You can always reach out if you need to. I'm not going anywhere. I've got tons of work to take care of today. Feel free to reach out in the next 10 minutes, in the next hour. Obviously, I just want you guys to know I've been saying this to all my classes. I know the project's due Monday, so if you reach out over the weekend, I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. It just might be a little bit longer between like a reply. So I'll do my best to get back to those. But we will see each other on Monday. And good luck with the rest of your project. Enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you next week. All right. See ya.